When you open your business, you are not just a business owner. You are not just there to do all of the glamorous things. Your job now turns to problem solver.
Hello and welcome to the Elevate podcast. I'm your host, Patricia Nowakowski. I'm a salon owner, educator, and mindset coach that helps hairstylists and salon owners go from overwhelmed and burnt out to motivated and empowered. It is my mission to help you systemize your business, generate more profit, and create a career behind the chair that you love. Join us every week to learn about small shifts you can make to elevate your business regarding mindset, marketing, social media, business systems, and so much more.
So in today's episode, we're going to talk about all of the unsexy things that happen and that usually will arise when you decide to open a business. When I first opened my salon, I had such an amazing vision for what I wanted for my team and what I wanted for my clients. And I didn't really think about the business side, and I didn't really take into consideration all of the things that I did not know. I was definitely a hairstylist opening a salon. I did not have a business mindset, and I had to learn things the hard way. I wanted to go over some of the main things that happen when you decide to open a business. And this is why I stress that mindset is so important when you decide to create something of your own, because that is truly what gets you through opening your own salon. They say that most people don't make it past the first 5 years of opening any sort of business. There are so many tiers, and I even had a horrible day today, very stressful, because things happen. And when you open your business, you are not just a business owner. You are not just there to do all of the glamorous things. Your job now turns to problem solver. Here are a couple of my favorite things that I like to share when I'm really talking to someone who is considering opening their own salon. First and foremost, it's lonely. No one understands what you're going through. No one understands the stress that you're under because it is your personal experience. We have to remember that as leaders, we need to remain leaders. We aren't supposed to share all of the problems with our team members because honestly, it's not really their problem and it's not their business. Even if you have a partner or if you are starting a business on your own, the loneliness is so real. Even with my husband, I try to talk to him about things that are going on in my business. And to be honest, sometimes he just doesn't even get it either. When we're thinking about creating a business and a life that we love, we need to connect with other business owners to have a tribe of people that understand the real life things and understand the business things and the struggles and the stress and all of the heartache that we're going through while we are opening our business and while we're even just doing our day-to-day in the business. Another thing that you don't realize sometimes is you might be poor for a while. Unless you have a huge savings account or somebody who has been an investor in your business, chances are high that you might be scraping by for a while. And the reason why is that opening a business is really expensive. You're not in it for the short-term gain. You're in it for the long-term investment. You really need to make sure that you are really looking at your return on investment when you are making all of these financial decisions. For a while, it isn't easy. I can tell you that I did not take a paycheck for almost the first 3 years of my business. That's hard, especially when you are a salon owner and you're working 40 hours behind the chair, which I was doing, and you don't get to take any of that home because you're just reinvesting it in your business. Now, mind you, I'm going on year 9. I'm in year 9 right now with my business, and I am finally taking home a paycheck that is sustainable and that I am proud of. But even day to day, it is so up and down. Things in business change. People leave. I have salon suites, so my salon suite renters move on and my stylists move on. You kind of always have to pivot, and you really need to make sure that you know know what you're doing with your money. And you need to make sure that you have a financial plan so that you can stay open. Because there's nothing more depressing when you're putting all of this work in and you're giving your business all of this energy and you're not receiving anything back in return. You have to love what you're doing. You have to have a mission. You have to have a vision. And you have to be doing it more or for more than just the financial gains. Another thing that's huge is it is way less sexy than you think. The reason why I say that is because it really is not glamorous. You see all of the amazing things that I'm posting on social media or other entrepreneurs are posting on social media, and a lot of the times it's hard. Having a business is very, very difficult. It is not easy. It is a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of problem solving. It's a lot of dealing with people in all areas, employees, it's dealing with customers. And to be honest, a lot of times people aren't really nice. They don't really care about you, and that's okay. They're not supposed to. They just want to come and experience your business and take what they can from you and learn what they can from you. And when it's time for them to move on, then it's time for them to move on with no regrets. And that is something that you have to expect when you are opening a business. It's a lot of hours worked. It's a lot of vacations lost, time lost. It's a lot of dropping things at the last minute because you need to show up for your business because somebody forgot their keys, support staff quit, and somebody needs help with something. Your stylist is sick and they can't call to reschedule their client, so you have to go in and do it for them. It's not a lot of sexy things. It's a lot of time and it's a lot of sacrifice. It's like I said, when you get to a point where you can hire people to do the things for you, you can really make sure that you've got systems in place. It can be a lot of work. This goes again to really being sure that you have vision and a purpose, because if you don't have a vision and a purpose, then you are not going to find all of this worthwhile. My next thing is you will constantly doubt yourself. You will doubt your abilities. You will doubt what type of person you are. You will doubt if you are a good person or if you are making the right decision or if you even want to do this anymore. I struggle all the time where I just want to throw in the towel. That's my ego telling me to give up, which I don't, but the thoughts do cross my mind. The point is your business will constantly challenge you. All of the time. It is a spiritual experience to have a business. There is no other opportunity for growth as in having a business, because you will have to look at all aspects of your life, all aspects of who you are as a person, all aspects of what you want, and truly like where your passion lies. Because as you kind of build this business that you've worked so hard for, you have very limited time, and you realize how precious time is and where valuable time should be spent. It is a lot of second guessing yourself. It's a lot of kind of trying to figure stuff out. You lose money, you have employees quit, you can never predict what happens. Trying to find balance is really hard, and trying to figure out finances is really hard. So you constantly have to look at who you are and what you're doing and the abilities that you have. Constantly have to strive for growth and pivot and try new things. It's a spiritual experience because there's no growth like having a business. Last but not least, you're gonna cry a lot. I cried today. I did. I cried today because I felt such an overwhelming source and just this feeling of stress. When it comes to your business, it can get really emotional. But when it comes to emotions, there's nothing wrong with feeling emotions. I have so many tools that I've worked through over the years because I've really dedicated working on my mindsets. I've really dedicated trying to grow who I am mentally, spiritually, as a leader. I mean, these are things that I've really, really put work into. So even though I did have a good cry today, I know how to handle my emotions. I cried at home. I had my feelings. I worked through my doubt, and I just went through my head of why I was feeling this way and how do I work through it and what can I do to make changes to get a different result, because what I'm doing right now in my business isn't working for the result that I'm looking for. So really, it's just dealing with these emotions and feelings in a healthy way, in a way that doesn't affect the people in your business and doesn't affect the way that people look at you as a leader. Those are the things that are important. Having your reactive moments at home, having your outbursts at home, and then when you're going to work, putting on your best self and putting on your big girl pants and showing up for your team and being the best that you can be for them, because that's what's important, is being the best that you can be for your team and continually striving to help them grow and to really work on the bigger picture. And the bigger picture for me is creating an amazing space for my team, changing our industry so that we are well respected and that we don't have to live in this hustle culture. The bigger picture for me is providing an amazing space for independent stylists to create a business and help them create this dream, make it come to life with providing an awesome space, really helping salon owners shift their mindset and giving them the tools to grow and to really succeed inside of their business. That is what keeps me going every day. And when I feel like I want to give up, I look at my purpose, because my purpose is what keeps me going. You really need to have a solid purpose to work through and to continue to grow your business. Always know that you can pivot and nothing is permanent. If you need to pivot, don't be hard on yourself. Just have your own little personal pity party and then move on. This is what I've done in my business. It has helped keep me going. It's kept my business open. It's honestly, truly what's worked for me. And then, of course, your mindset. Mindset is everything. You can literally manifest anything that your heart desires. You have to think and plan and you have to do the work, but you can truly make anything that you want come true. And I absolutely believe that. That is today's podcast, and I am so excited to share these things with you and give you a real inside look on what it's like to have a business. Because honestly, it looks so pretty on Clubhouse. It looks so pretty on Instagram. I share all of the things that make me happy with my business to inspire others. But sometimes, getting a little vulnerable and sharing the things that aren't so great, that's important too. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I can't wait for you to take a look and maybe be inspired to give your business a different look inside. Just understand that if you're feeling all of these things, you're not alone.
Did you like what you learned in today's episode? Visit gracehandtiedmethod.com to learn more about how we can help you grow your business, including social media classes, workshops, and masterminds, plus so much more. Have a specific question or topic you'd like us to cover? DM us on Instagram at gracehandtiedmethod. We're here to support you and your business in any way that we can. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next week.